You meet somebody where you say, this guy's got a big upside, man. That guy can really kill it. Oh my gosh. And then he says, Tim, I just want to be an all-star. I'm good with that, man. I don't care to win a championship. I don't care to be on Mount Rushmore. I don't care to be one of the greatest of all. If I never make it in the Hall of Fame, I'm going to live a happy life. I'm going to be totally okay with it. So is winning to you the individual's level of success they want to have, or is winning to you somebody that goes out there and says, I want to find out what my best version looks like. I want to find out what my capacity looks like. How do you judge it?
It's by the capacity.
Okay.
It's always the capacity. If you don't, people, they look at winning and finishing as the same. Those individuals that you're talking about, they're just looking to finish. They're just looking to finish their career. They're like, okay, this is what I got, this nice house. I'm finished over here. I made the NBA or made the end of that. That's finishing. And a lot of people to that, they're like, they feel like if they finish, they've won. These individuals, it's a completely different level. So you have individuals that go out and run marathons. If you compete at the highest level and you're a person that just runs marathon, the chances of you winning that marathon are pretty much zero. But you're going to finish that marathon. But being able to finish that marathon puts you in a mindset to win at something else. So there's always what's next, what's the next thing that's going on. We talk about what Kobe, one of his biggest lines is, don't rest in the middle, rest at the end. Winners rest at the end. When you talk about people that just want to finish, just what you said, they rest in the middle.
For the longest time, people ask the question, what's success to you? When those questions, what's the key to success? The key to success. And I've heard a million different things, marry the right person, faith, hard work, save money, make money, read books, do all this stuff that we hear from a bunch of different people. To me, it was alignment where, your values and principles match the lifestyle you're living. So, and not worrying about what others think about you. But for you, you spent a lot of time around Mike, MJ, and you spent a lot of time around Kobe. You've spent a lot of time around a lot of other guys, Dwayne, Pat Riley, whether it's Barkley, you've spent a lot of time around these guys. But if Mike's sitting right here and we ask Kobe, okay, what's the definition of success to those two guys, what would you say their answers would be?
Well, in the book, Kobe said, winning is everything. It's everything. All right? And you sit here and if you talk to Mike, whatever Kobe would say, Mike would have to one-up him. Because there's still the competition never stops. It's always about what's next. What can I win more at? Both those individuals. Obviously Kobe's not with us anymore, but both those individuals, the competition and the desire and the feeling of winning, even though they were done with playing, manifested into something else. MJ, the most successful sneaker brand out there. All right. Owning a team, tequila business, in the sports gambling business. He's in all those things. All right. So the competition never stops. With Kobe, it was like, I'm going to win an Oscar. Go out and win an Oscar. Writing children's book. He literally, his goal, his plan was to take over Hollywood. He was like, I owned LA on the basketball court, and now I want to own LA. He wanted to that was his winning thing. Take the basketball out of it. Everyone knows I own LA on the basketball court. And we talked about this. He goes, own LA. Own LA. And if you look at the paths he was going through, that's what he was doing. That was his next definition of winning.
I wouldn't bet against the guy.
No.
I would not bet against the guy. We had him over at the event, and I gave him a couple gifts. I gave him a script. I think, by Star Wars, and it was signed. It was the original script, and he was fascinated about that. Like when we were having a conversation in the back, all he was talking about was storytelling. It was like an obsession that he had. So here's a different question for you. So the feeling of winning obviously is a million times better than you think it's going to feel like.
Yes.
The prize, it's just a ridiculous feeling that you go there. Movies do very well because in the storyline, somebody ends up winning. And the audience comes and says, oh my gosh, what a great underdog story. I love this movie, Pursuit of Happiness. I love watching, Invincible. The guy ends up playing for, the Jets, a regular bartender guy. I love watching this guy winning. I love watching all these different things.
I think he played for the Eagles.
Eagles, you're right.
Yes.
Philadelphia, that's right. I said Jets. The story's about the city of Philadelphia. You're right. So you see all these different movies do well because we see somebody winning, right? We see somebody winning. Why don't most people subscribe to wanting to find out what their capacity looks like and go at the highest level? They enjoy the story, but why don't they want to commit to it?
Because they rather participate.
Why
they want to just participate. They want to participate in somebody else's win, because that's where their euphoria comes from, because they want to see they know what winning feels like, but what it takes to go down that unforgiving race to winning, they don't want to do because it's just too hard. So they rather stay in the middle. They rather stay, because that's where majority of the comfort is. It's in the middle. Everybody wants to be seen until it's time to be seen. Winning, in order to win, you have to be seen. And once everyone can see you, you become a target. You become a target. So everyone has their perception of winning as this glorious thing. And it is. And it is. But the book talks about everything that goes along that path and what winning will bring you. And it's not always what you anticipate to be. You can look at yourself. Yeah. You can look at myself. You can look at any successful person. Any person that's going for more wins, that's going for their full potential. And they sit back and you have times and you're just like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then it may hit you for a split second, but then you become, I know exactly why I'm doing this. All right. Those other people, when they say, why am I doing this? That why wins. With the people that continue to win, that why doesn't exist. Like, I know why I'm doing this.
So do you think those who say, well, I don't know if it's something worth me paying the price, is it the fear of the criticism? Do they know that they're going to get that kind of criticism, or they don't know that? It's just, I don't think it's worth me paying the price to get this, because what if it doesn't work out? And what if I can't do it? Is it a belief thing? Is it they don't have the level of obsession? Is it they don't have the chip? Is it they don't have the point to want to prove to somebody? What would you point at?
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
It's all of the above. See, what everybody's trying to figure out, you get this question all the time. I get this what's the one thing? Boy, I wish it was that simple. That's the one thing. So everybody, what's the one thing to success? What's the one thing to your success? What's the one thing to making it? What's the one thing to winning? Man, if it was that easy, everybody'd be doing it. People, everyone has, and this drives me crazy. This drives me absolutely crazy. And I was told by another individual that the one thing I have to do in my teachings is I have to do steps. I have to do steps. I have to give people 5 steps, 10 steps, so forth. And I'm not a step person. I'm just not. It's not something that's worked for me. It's not something that's worked for the individuals. I know it simplifies things and helps people out. But when you look at the road to winning, people look at you and they're like, you're a success. All right. But your road has so many more steps. Those steps are infinite. Sometimes you get to see them. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes they're there. Other times they're wobbly. And you don't know if that next step is going to be there, but you have enough belief in yourself to say, I know it's there. I'm going to take that step. I may miss the step. I may fall. I may get scraped. That step may go in a quicksand, but I know there's another step. I know it. I believe inside me that there's another step that I have to take, that somebody else isn't making me take. And you continue to take those. Those steps are infinite. Winning is infinite. Those steps are infinite, and people don't want to continue to take those steps. Mm-hmm. I don't care what kind of shape an individual's in. The greatest athletes, all right, as much training as they ever do, if you've ever had to run up a flight of steps, it's hard. It's extremely difficult. All right. So when people say there's 10 easy steps, or there's 5 steps of greatness, or those steps to me are infinite. And even when you put that plan out there, people aren't willing to even take those 5 steps.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.